that was disappointing. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bow Hunt or Die, and today we've got all kinds of fun stuff to talk about.
Today is new bow launch day.
Big time.
So I'm sure by the time you guys are watching this, you've already heard that the 2020 Mathew VXR is officially released. Todd and I have had ours for a couple weeks so far. It was a bit of a race to see who was going to shoot a deer first. Todd, needless to say, won that race. So if you guys haven't heard, this new bow is actually available in two different axle-to-axle lengths, a 28-inch version as well as a 31.5-inch version. So depending on what you like, Todd likes the short bow.
I love this bow.
He likes the 28-inch.
I'll tell you what, if I could right now fast forward time to the Lancaster Classic, baby. Come on, admit it.
Todd's shooting this bow pretty well.
You
I'm
got
not gonna lie. I was a little nervous just watching Todd shoot out in the garage. I'm like, seriously, he's hitting dots like this at 20 yards. I'm like,
it wasn't just a dot. It was like an ant.
It was like an ant, yeah. So in any case, guys, our full review of this bow is up right now on our website as well as our YouTube channel. So guys, make sure you check it out over there.
You know I'm in love with too?
I don't know, shooting deer hunting, bow hunting.
Well, besides all that. Besides that too. Dude, this new SCS system. I mean, you know.
Yes.
You listen. A lot of times people are like, that's a gimmicky kind of thing. Dude, I love this thing. I mean, seriously, I always have these.
We gotta tell people what it is in case they don't know.
Well, we're getting ready to show them.
I know, but we gotta tell them first
All right,
what
well,
it
then
is.
tell them. I was going
why
to.
You love it. So the SCS system is an available option on the new bows, and it stands for the Silent Connect system. And it's really pretty simple. It's just a little bracket. It's it almost looks like a Versa button from a Lone Wolf stand, and you've got one on the top and one on the bottom.
Yep.
And it's used to connect either a bow sling,
which they give you
with that system, or a bow rope, a pull-up rope up in your stand. So no more clipping things, making noise, metal banging into each other.
And and if you don't want to necessarily buy a bunch of ropes from them, I mean, I have an existing ropes in some of my stands, and you just tie that knot. It's so great. Your bow's not laying on the ground. When you send it, I love it.
Well, and it's silent.
It's quiet. It's awesome.
The name Silent Connect system. So
I love this bow. Stop touching my bow. Give me back.
Sorry, it's got blood. It's got a little bit of blood on it. So let's stop talking about the bow and let's jump into Todd's hunt. Todd, what are we going to see? Do we want to preface this with anything, or are we just going to jump into? Are we going to the day of, or are we going beforehand? What are we doing?
No, you got to see some of the November stuff.
Okay.
You got to kind of, it's the build-up.
The build-up of Todd's
because that's the part you don't see.
Of not shooting a deer. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, but he was getting a little cranky. He's getting a little nervous. But lo and behold, he managed to connect. So let's stop talking. Let's jump into a tree with Todd and check out some of these hunts.
Saw him again, but 666 yards away isn't going to cut it. It's the way it works. I mean, he's just moved on to a different spot temporarily. You know, there's other girls, the does to go service over there, so I guarantee it he's making his rounds over there, fighting out other bucks. It is what it is. Tomorrow I'm going to have to just get as close to that spot as I can and hope that maybe he gets bumped over here. Maybe I can grunt him over there. You know, now's the time of the year where we can definitely start calling him in and pulling him in, so who knows. But there's no way. He's just way too far away to do anything with him. Okay, well, I'm in. It's October the 29th. Beautiful day, high pressure system. It's cold. I mean, this should be when these bucks start getting up and moving around. The pre-rut, going into the rut, is on right now. Surprise bucks can show up at this time of the year. I mean, this is when you want to be in the woods right now. I decided to go hunt the timber in between two bedding areas, so I'm hoping they come crossing through here. I'm going to go ahead and be a little aggressive. That doe is about 400, 450 yards away. Those 5 bucks were just running her like crazy. I wasn't able to film it because it's just so darn far and through the trees, but I'm going to go ahead and just crash these horns because you know what? I know for a fact that there's a hot doe over there. Who knows? Maybe I can con one of them to come on over here. We'll see. Well, I mean, there's 5 big bucks over there with that doe. Just a perfect example of the rut, man. Once they're locked down with the doe and those bucks are all fighting over her, you can have nothing in your spot, but all the deer can be in another. And that's exactly what's going on over here right now.
Right here it is, guys. This does not look like a big buck, but this is coke can. These babies are monstrous. This deer's got to be 6.5 years old. I'm chasing him this morning, Crawdad, and who else is up there? Hacksaw. I mean, there's a couple of bucks that are down in this drainage. That is just a sweet area. It's where I killed my buck last year. I have not hunted this stand all year. I'm excited. I mean, anything can happen, of course, right? These bucks, like I saw yesterday, there were 5 bucks just hammering and chasing one doe. So you just never know where they are at this time of the year, but I do know one thing: it's the time to be in a tree stand. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm parking. I know this stand produces some good bucks, so I'm going to be on my toes, and with a little bit of luck, I'm going to hopefully shoot my buck in the next couple of days, because these are just going to be some prime days. Bow hunt or die, baby.
Well, it was a good hunt. I mean, I saw 3 different bucks traveling through here. Just none of the shooter bucks I'm looking for. I know they're moving. You just gotta put the tree stand time in. You gotta hang out here as long as you can. But I'm gonna go grab some lunch and maybe choose a different spot for this evening. That's what I'm thinking. We know that big boy's around here. Always can't be far. This spot is just sweet. promise you, you're wrong.
Folks at home, what do you think? Because I'm pretty sure that was the same buck.
Yeah, see, he was pretty sure.
Pretty sure it's 99.9.
No, he wasn't. I'm telling you, this one here that I had right here, dude, he wasn't that great of a deer. He's nice, but dude, he's not. He's an 8, dude.
Yeah, so was the first one.
But the first one's got a little more outside the ear. I'm telling you. I promise you.
We gotta watch it.
You couldn't get it in focus. You bring a camera guy, and you can't get it in focus.
I thought I heard a grunt.
I gotta tell you, this is the most that we've ever messed with one buck. I think it's the most I've ever messed with one buck in my life.
He's come by at least 6 times now.
At least 6 times. It's unbelievable.
I am not your forefather's broadhead. I am 4 ultra-sharp blades of blistering precision. I am 3 devastating inches of cutting trauma. I am a 100-grain testament to American ingenuity. I am a bulletproof storm of unleashed fury. I am the Spitfire double cross, and failure is not an option. NAP. Hunt with confidence.
Well, good morning. It is November the 5th. Yesterday was a pretty good day. I mean, I did see a couple bucks up on their feet, but just they didn't come out enough for me to be able to film them, and that's what's tough this time of the year, man. They get locked down with the doe. They try to stay in cover. They keep those does close, and I mean, you gotta be on top of them, or you gotta be on the trail that they're coming by, because they can just be tricky. I also grunted that one and rattled that one in yesterday. Today I'm gonna hunt a different spot. I got a quick little drive. I've been seeing some great bucks here. I have just had horrible luck at getting close to them. With the exception of that one, I guess. That one was too close. That one was too close. So I'm just sticking with the same plan that I've been on. I'm hoping that one of these stands are going to produce soon here. But cold temperatures this morning, calm winds. I mean, this could be a really dynamite morning, but I think I've said that about 30 times now during each one of these interviews, so we'll see. I've had 1, 2, 3 encounters now with bucks in this little corner. So I'm just kind of rolling with that for right now. See if that big one's going to finally give me a shot.
on.
I have been putting so much time in this tree. I just set this stand this year, and I have been having so many encounters in this corner. I just wanted to stay with it. That's a nice buck. Finally. He's a nice one. I gotta let Craig know. He's been wondering how I've been doing. Oh, boy, that was starting to get sketchy. I'm not gonna tell you. He hit that darn tree, rubbed it, came right down this line. I'm like, oh, I was worried about that.
Whew. Well, I'm trying to get this camera set up to where I can film, but that worked out sweet, guys. I've been hitting hard here the last 5 days. Today's weather was just ideal. I mean, it's beautiful out here. It's cold, high pressure. This buck just came right down this path here in front of me, got behind me, and I knew once he got behind me, it was going to be trickier than all heck to be able to pull this off, because I had to get the camera swung all around. My window is so small, shooting out the other direction. But luckily, he got behind me, he hit this scrape, and then he wanted to go check this bedding area right in front of me. So he went right underneath the stand. He got a little squirrely at the last second. Got out here right in front of me, 10 yards. I believe I made a great shot. I can see blood right here. He ran out. He didn't fall, but I mean, that's no more than 60, 70 yards right over there. Oh, man. There is just nothing better than bowhunting. Love this stuff. I put this stand here. I'm in this maple. All the leaves are pretty much off this maple, so I dragged up all these pine tree limbs in this tree with me, and I mean, it is it looks hokey as heck when you're walking up to this tree, because you see this maple tree with all this pine tree limbs all over it. But I tell you what, it worked out. Oh man, he had no clue I was up here. All right, we're at the point of impact spot right here now. Again, I want to point out, this guy's the only reason I'll be able to pull this off, is this is the tree I wanted to be in. The maple tree, all the leaves are falling off of it, but luckily I put in all those pine limbs. And it looks totally different from this angle versus the other angle. Honestly, if I ever hunt here again, I'm gonna be dragging a few more of them up there. You gotta take that little extra time to get yourself covered up, and sure enough, it made all the difference today. But we are right by the money spot, so let's see what we got here.
We're at.
Yeah. Blood right here, blood here, good blood here. I didn't find, oh, here we go, look at this. All really good blood there. There's blood here, real good blood. Oh, gee, look at that. Oh, yeah. Woo! Real quick, I'm going to show you this broadhead. This is that DK4. I mean, this baby here is what I'm using with these little bleeders. I tell you what, at that range, when you make the right shot, that's what you're going to get. That is a blood trail. Woo! This buck is not. Oh, we're right. You saw it. Did you see it?
I didn't see
you,
it.
Come on. He didn't get it. We're right here. All right. Beautiful. Nice buck. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. This is a dandy. This buck didn't go very far at all. Oh, yes. That is what I'm talking about. Good. Oh, nice, mature whitetail buck. Beautiful. You know, he's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just a solid 8-pointer, but he's got heavy mass, has these cool little
kicker's coming off right here. Just an awesome buck. Oh, wow. I tell you what, that was just an awesome hunt. Great footage. Oh man, self-filming your own hunts. It can be a riot, but I'll tell you what, when you pull it off, it is a dream come true. What an awesome animal. Woo! Yeah, no. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I know when it's early November and it's like 8:15 in the morning and my phone starts ringing and it's Todd calling me, like there's two reasons. Well, it's either
I'm hanging from my lifeline.
Either A, I fell out of my stand, come help me, or B, I shot a deer, come help me. Fortunately, it was the hey, I shot a deer, come help me phone call. So it's kind of it's a good phone call to get.
It is a fun phone. It's a fun phone call to make.
I'm sure. Yeah,
not only that. You know what? I tell you, there's no doubt when it starts getting into November, what was it, the 5th?
Yeah.
I mean, those days start clipping away, and you know it's like, gosh, come on.
Like the window's open, and it's only going to be open for so long.
Well, and we're sitting here talking about in October. Everyone's sitting in October. Don't worry. Don't worry. The best time's coming. The best time's coming. All of a sudden you're sitting here the best time going, where are the deer? And I'll tell you, a couple really key things paid off on this hunt. Number one, I knew that maple tree was going to start losing its leaves, and it was going to start losing them fast. So I'm so glad that I took the time after a couple of hunts of hunting the stand earlier to go cut down some pine tree limbs and drag them up there. I mean, it took some extra work, but you were out there, you saw the difference. I mean, without that, no way.
Well, yeah, when that buck comes under you and he kind of looks up, like having that extra cover.
He had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think he knew something wasn't quite right, but when he decided he was leaving, he picked the wrong path to leave on.
And part of the reason why I kept going back to the spot, and it's just crazy how deer hunting works, right? I mean, listen, guys, there's other hitless bucks that I was chasing here that I haven't caught up with, you know what I mean? You know, two of them specifically that I've yet to even I laid my eyes on one of them. The other two I haven't even seen yet with my own eyes. And it's crazy how you go hunt these spots, right? And all of a sudden these surprise deer show up. This was a surprise buck that came to the area, but the reason why I went back to the stand and I was not able to catch it on footage, I've been getting out of my stand a little bit earlier. The moment the GoPros and the DJIs don't work, I'm just out, because if I can't capture all the good stuff. And the night before, I had that doe come out, was walking along, and the buck was trailing her in the corn. I didn't know it. Well, once it got even with my bow that I lowered down, she freaked out and ran, and then all of a sudden I heard him, and I saw him. So I'm not sure if that was the same buck as the one I got, but there's a hot doe. That's why I went back to that spot.
Okay, makes sense. So, I mean, in the end, what an 8-yard shot, double lung the thing, first kill with the new DK4. Brian, so you beat me there too.
You see that blood just pumping out?
Yeah,
that was
awesome
perfect.
blood trail, quick recovery, real nice buck. So Todd is officially on the board here.
I feel so much better.
A little bit of the pressure is off. So congrats to him. First kill with the new bow as well. So I guess with that being said,
it's your turn now. So it's time.
Well, thanks. It's my turn. I let Todd go first. Now I will go out and finally try to find a buck to shoot. So guys, thanks for watching the show. Make sure you check out our review of the new Mathews bow, just released today for 2020.
My favorite.
Todd's favorite.
Dude, I'm ready to shoot this baby. Look out.
You've already shot it.
I know.
You're ready to shoot it again.
No, I want to go to, that I'm ready to do.
Guys.
I got my other tag.
Thanks for tuning in. It's still early November. The rut is on. Make sure you're in a tree. Make sure you use your safety harness and your lifelines. We'll see you next time. Bowhunt or die.